Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. Today we have this math challenge before us here. It's a multiple question. We have the question is bracket open 3 all over 4 close bracket all raised to the power of x times bracket open 2 all over 3 close bracket raised to the power of y equal to 32 all over 27. How do we solve for the value of x and y in this challenge? Okay, so we take a solution here. Good. Now, if you check the quantities we have in here, the only number we have as a perfect square inside the first quantity is this 4. Here we cannot express this beyond this. Here we can express this in base of 2 and we can equally express this in base 3. So let's go ahead and express this in base 4, sorry, in base 2, this in base 2 and base 3. And so the first here is going to give us our 3 all over our 2 to the power of 2 all raised to the power of our x times our 2 all over 3 all raised to the power of our y. This is equal to our 2 to the power of 5 all over 3 to the power of our 3. Good. So from here, what we do next here is this. We just have to use this power to open up everything here. We can equally use this power to open up everything here. Applying a simple law in indices, we say that your a all over b all raised to the power of m is equal to your a to the power of m all over b to the power of m. And so if we apply this law, then we're going to come up with our expression here is going to be our 3 to the power of x all over, this is a power, this is a power, so we will multiply out to give us our 2 all raised to the power of 2x times our 2 to the power of y all over 3 to the power of y. This is equal to our 2 to the power of 5 all over 3 to the power of 3. Simple, right? Good. So let's proceed again. Now from here, what we do next is this. We just have to separate this and this from here and here. And so how do we get that? We equally separate this. So we can rewrite this expression here as our 3 to the power of our x times our 1 all over 2 to the power of 2x. Then here we now have our normal multiplication again, which is 2 to the power of y there times our 1 all over our 3 all raised to the power of our y, right? Will equal to our 2 to the power of 5 times our 1 all over 3 to the power of our 3. Wow. So from here, what we do is this. We just have to eliminate this 1 and this division sign. We do same here, we do same here. We apply the law which says that when you have your 1 all over a to the power of m, it said this is equal to your a to the power of minus m. So if we apply this law, then we're going to end up having a special expression, which is going to be 3 to the power of x times our 2 to the power of minus 2x times our 2 to the power of our y times our 3 to the power of minus y, which is equal to our 2 to the power of 5 times our 3 to the power of minus 3. This is nice, right? Good. So with what we have in this equation, you discover that we are having 3 to the power of x and we're having 3 to the power of minus y. 2 to the power of minus 2s and we're having 2 to the power of y, and we have multiplication all through. So we resort to another law in indices which says that when you have your a to the power of m times your a to the power of n, say this is equal to your a to the power of m plus n. So we add the exponents since the bases are the same and we have a multiplication sign. And so we're going to take this and this. So this is going to give us our 3 to the power of our x minus, here we have our y, okay, the times, we're going to have our 2 here and our this and this, right? So we're going to have our minus 2x, the plus our y, everything equal to 2 to the power of 5 times our 3 to the power of minus 3 in here. Okay, so if you check out what we are having in here now, we can do a simple comparison. Yes, we can do a simple comparison in this regard. Because here we're having 3 times 2, here we're having 2 times 3. For 6, this is started with 3, and so we can rearrange this expression here. And so this is going to give us our 3 to the power of x minus y, then times our 2, then the power, let's start with this positive because it's not proper to begin this with the negative. So we have our y minus our 2x will now be equal to 3 to the power of minus 3, then times our 2 to the power of 5. Are we learning something here? Good. So from here, let's do our comparison. By comparison, so let's put it here, by comparison, we now have our 3 to the power of our x minus y is equal to 3 to the power of minus 3. And our 2 to the power of our y minus 2x is equal to our 2 to the power of 5. Now, from these two equations, we are going to form fresh equations from here. Since the bases are the same, then what happen? Then we're going to have our x minus y is equal to our minus 3. Let's take this as our equation 1. Then on this other side, we're going to have our y minus 2x is equal to our 5. This is equation 2. So we now have two equations, and these equations we want to solve them together. And so this is a quadratic equation, right? Sorry, simultaneous equation. So for a better understanding of this simultaneous equation, we can rearrange them again. So we can write this as our x minus our y equal to minus 3. Then the second one, we have minus 2x plus our y is equal to our 5. Good. So for us to solve this simultaneously, we have to add equation 1 and 2 together. Okay, so let's add these two equations together. Adding these two equations together, then we're going to have our x plus minus 2x is going to give us our minus x is equal to, so we have minus 3 plus our 5 is going to give us our positive 2. So from here, we are looking for x, right? So we divide by minus 1. We call it divide this side by minus 1. And so this will go with this. So we now have our first value of x is equal to our minus 2. So this is the value of x that satisfies the original equation. Now, how do we now get the value of our y? Then we now take to equation 1. Remember our equation 1? This very one here. So from our equation 1, we can see here from equation 1, say put our x equal to minus 2. So we have our equation 1 is, let's see, this now implies that our x minus y is equal to minus 3. So wherever we see x, we are putting our minus 2. So we have minus 2 minus y is equals to minus 3. Then add 2 to both sides of the equation. We're going to have minus 2 minus our y plus 2 is equals to minus 3 plus 2. So this will leave. We now have our minus y is equal to our minus 1. And so we either divide by minus 1 or we multiply by minus 1 both sides. So we have here minus y times our minus 1 is equal to minus 1 times minus 1. So this is going to give us positive y is equal to positive 1. So this is the value for our y. And so we have, therefore, our x is equal to minus 2 and our y is equal to our positive 1. But in our usual manner, we want to do a simple check to this if the answers we solve for actually satisfy the original equation. So let's take our check here. So we have our check. Our equation is 3 all over 4, right? All raised to the power of our x times our 2 all over 3 all raised to the power of our y equal to our 32 all over our 27. Okay, so wherever we see our x, we are putting minus 2, right? Good. This is going to give us our 3 all over 4 all raised to the power of minus 2 times our 2 all over 3, or in bracket raised to 1, equal to our 32 all over 27. Okay, so from here, let's continue on this side. All right, so this expression I have here, I'm going to apply a simple law in indices, which says that when you have if you have your, let's take A all over B, all raised to the power of your minus M, say this is equal to your B all over A, all raised to the power of positive M. So if we apply this law, then we're going to have this, our expression here, to be our 4. So this is going to be 4 all over our 3, all raised to the positive 2 times, yeah, our 2 all over 3. Of course, raised to power 1 will still give us the same things. So equal to our 32 all over our 27. So if we apply the law of indices, we look at the other time, look at it here. To apply this law, then this is going to give us, this first expression is going to give us our 4 to the power of 2 all over 3 to the power of 2 times our 2 all over 3, then equal to our 32 all over 27. So this is going to give us our 16 all over 9 times our 2 all over 3 equal to 32 all over 27. 16 times 2 will give us 32, so we have 32, and 9 times 3 will give us 27, right? Everything equal to our 32 all over 27. So this shows that the answers we solve for here, x equal to minus 2, here, satisfy the original equation, and y equal to 1, satisfy the original equation. So this is how you solve and verify a trickish math Olympiad Junior equation. Thank you for watching. If you have any question with regards to this, drop it in the comment section. Remember, we drop math solutions, math videos every day. Thank you for being there. See you in our next class.